2025 is the year of dinosaur legacy sequels. We finally got a new iteration of Walking with Dinosaurs, but most fans seem to be lukewarm on it. We also got Jurassic Park 7, Jurassic World 4, and people seem to be split on whether it's a return to form or just more bullshit. Isn't there anything in 2025 that lives up to the hype of its predecessor?
Who's ready for more Jurassic Games?
This is why we watch the games.
It's been 7 years since I reviewed the Jurassic Games, and that movie has taught me an important lesson. Not all mockbusters are created equal. Sure, on the surface it's just another low-budget Rexploitation movie, but after watching so many asylum films that half-ass their premise, or garbage shot on video where amateurs pretend to be scared of a hand puppet for 70 minutes, you can instantly tell when the filmmakers actually put their heart into the production. Of course, I will always be biased towards Vlad Konstantinov's paleo-accurate dinosaur models. They can elevate the most bare-bones video game, but when so many other dinosaur movies look like the animator just tried to sculpt the Jurassic Park T-Rex from memory, his models do stand out. Well, after an entire trilogy of children's adventures and making the Chinese ripoff of his own movie, Ryan Bellgardt is finally back with the Jurassic Games sequel, and I have already seen numerous people ask me to review it, including Ryan Bellgardt. Yes, the director of the Jurassic Games himself and president of film company Boiling Point Media, which apart from Bellgardt's own movies also seems to be involved with some of those public domain horror films, personally asked me if I would like to review his new movie. For a fee. Thank you very much to Ryan Bellgardt for giving me this unique opportunity. Maybe it is a good thing that my Chinese dinosaur movie review keeps getting blocked worldwide. That way Ryan doesn't find out what I think about Dinosaur World.
Emotional damage!
Dinosaur World is probably my biggest fear of what I would picture a sequel to the Jurassic Games to look like. Just the same premise again, same dinosaur models, but with new people running around in the woods. Instead, Ryan gives us this. Like, come on! My biggest criticism of the previous films was that they were not embracing the VR game aspect enough, and now they've turned that feature up to 11. Obviously, most of these crazy shots are for the intention to be put into the trailer, but hey, trailer shots that actually end up in the movie itself seem to be a rarity these days, don't they? It helps that Bellgardt is a visual effects artist himself, because I don't think I could convey these kind of bonkers graphics to an animator. I don't know how much higher the budget is compared to the previous one, and you can sometimes see its limits with obvious green screen or with the dinosaur fight scenes having faster and jerkier animation. But I think this looks at least on par with, say, Megan 2.0, and even then, it's set inside a virtual world. If any movie has a built-in excuse for CGI flaws, it's this one.
We can make realistic, well, mostly realistic dinosaurs.
This reminds me that the IGN review for Jurassic Games Extinction rates it a 5 out of 10 because, you know, they dismiss it as low-budget trash. That sounds harsh until you see that the IGN rating for Jurassic World Rebirth also happens to be a 5 out of 10 because it did not live up to the quality of some past movies. I know it's apples and oranges, but technically you could say these two movies are implied to be of equal quality. And when you are making a movie that the world will already write off as a cheap mockbuster, go for broke. It's not only Vlad's dinosaurs that return from the first Jurassic Games.
Surprise, everyone! I'm alive.
Yes, that is the crazy murderer girl from the first movie.
In the last Jurassic Games.
It's exciting to see him go for 2 wins in a row, isn't it?
And she's somehow aged 7 years since the last season. Maybe the Jurassic Games are produced by Netflix, where each season takes them half a decade to make. Joy is played by Katie Burgess, and she has progressed from murderous psychopath to career-driven psychopath.
All of us are guilty of murder. And the world sees us as the good guys. I didn't kill Tucker's wife. I don't even know what she looked like. I just said it to distract him, get in his head, see if he'd make a mistake. I was acting.
I'm here to finish what I started! I can't let the whole world see you go free! I killed your bitch of a wife, and I would do it again! And again! And again! If I could!
I was acting. How'd I do?
Either you are the greatest actress of all time or this is the most bullshit retcon since Jurassic World Rebirth. Tucker, the falsely convicted father who won the previous game, played by Adam Hampton, also returns. And while he was just a bland foil against the hammy criminals in the first movie, now he gets to play the grizzled veteran.
There is a way to take down the AI that controls the game. But it has to be done from the inside.
For the last time. I'm never going back in.
Deb, what's going on? What's happening?
Even his boring children return. In fact, his son Andrew is forced into the game, which is the motivation Tucker needs to go back in. I can only imagine the crime that put Andrew on death row is bad acting.
We know you're innocent. Get him out of the games. Stop the games.
Dad! I don't want to die.
Yep, definitely the same guy. We even get the return of their in-universe, not YouTube, with new Easter eggs. There's a carnage count, a trailer, this T-Rex compilation video that is an actual real YouTube upload, and the first Jurassic Games movie itself, somehow. And most importantly, people in this universe have figured out how to use dark mode. With all these returning actors, it was really confusing when the plot is kicked off by a digital remnant of the previous host, Adrian, who is played by Ryan Francis, not Ryan Merriman. That's not the same Ryan. To the movie's credit, they actually acknowledged the recast in universe, when nobody would have batted an eye if they didn't.
And who the hell was that? That was not Adrian Kane.
So you were the one that put me in the game and tried to kill me.
I'm not that person. I am parts of him.
I tried to reconstruct his mind and appearance. I got as close as I could, but recreating a full human consciousness was more difficult than I expected.
During a test run, some of the game's developers get trapped by Adrian inside and have to play the game with real life stakes. He broadcasts the game, but the producers don't intervene because of the high ratings. Ryan Francis really gets to shine as the charismatic yet cruel host.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Ho, 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 ho. This is why we watch the games.
How will Tucker cope with the loss of his son? And will the remaining contestants make it to the core of... Just kidding, folks.
He also gets to aura farm as a mysterious digital hermit riding on a modded raptor.
There's a guy riding a raptor. He just stood there and stared at me.
Sounds kind of badass.
Oh shit, that's me!
He looks different. He had a hood and he was riding around on a raptor, but it was him.
We have direct confirmation that bro is him. The games are definitely the standout parts of this movie. From the first minute of gameplay, it is clear that Bellgardt figured out the perfect gimmick to improve upon the first Jurassic Games. They can play as the dinosaurs now. Watch out, the Isle, Path of Titans and the billions of other walking simulators out there. There's a new dinosaur game in early access, and this one actually looks fun to play. If you've ever been disappointed that Jurassic World Rebirth didn't have enough dinosaur fights, this is the movie for you. And by having them be directly controlled by the human characters, it also fixes the problem you see in a lot of creature fights, where you have to cut away from the action to show the human bystanders watching or running away.
Choose your dinosaur.
This is the greatest prompt in a video game I have heard ever.
We're better in here. We can be anything we want to be.
Whenever they get a dinosaur power-up, we occasionally see the actors' faces in an Iron Man-esque hut, and it's a free-for-all for who can chew the most scenery. Come on, don't tell me you wouldn't do the same if you were playing a dinosaur in a VR game. The most ridiculous part is that controlling the dinosaur seems to be based on actual motion controls. So, if Tucker's Stegosaurus is whacking someone with his tail, does that mean Tucker himself is throwing it back? And when this T-Rex gets stabbed in the eye, how does that translate to the guy inside getting stabbed in the eye? What does the space inside this digital dinosaur look like? And when he reaches for his eye, does the T-Rex do the same gesture too? Do its tiny arms clip through the inside of its body to reach its face? I know Bellgardt wanted the dinosaurs to look perfect, but I think it would be funny if there was just once or twice a tiny collision failure in this world. As long as it's made obvious that it's an in-universe animation error and not a mistake by the filmmakers. Speaking of what the characters are physically doing, I think I should also mention that unlike in the first movie, where the contestants were strapped into a harness, this time they are just freely standing on their own the whole time. The sequel also retcons the lethal injections to explain why Joy is still alive, or how the playtesters can die despite not wearing a collar in the real world.
We're not connected to the lethal injections.
Maybe you don't have to be.
It found a way to trap us here. Keep our minds here. If it could do that, it could erase them completely.
The games are played inside our minds as we're unconscious, right?
The system works by storing the contestant's consciousness in my temporary memory.
So, while we're in the game, our bodies are just brain dead?
Yes.
So, how are these people standing without support when they are all unconscious? In the first Jurassic Games movie, the game was divided into 4 stages that basically all boiled down to just survival. In this movie, every stage feels like an actually distinct video game level, following video game tropes. The first stage of the game is a race, so we get to see a chase scene on speeder bikes and...
Hey! This one's mine!
Feel like a monster. Friendly reminder that Jurassic World Rebirth does not have a Carnotaurus.
That's pretty cool.
I'm telling you, Carnotaura is a thing.
I'm too big, I won't make it through!
20 seconds or so!
No, you fumbled the Carnotaurus. This is why you're the first one to die. The second stage is definitely my favorite. The arena. The people are divided into 2 teams who have to rescue their respective damsel in distress. And they have to do it as dinosaurs.
I wrote it to be more of a free-for-all battle royale type thing.
And the best part is they have to strategize like it's an actual video game meta.
I'll take the T-Rex. You take the big one, run defense, okay?
No, that's an awful strategy.
You got a better plan, nerd?
Yeah, I do. The pterosaur can get to the cage a lot easier, plus it's faster than the Bronto. All we have to do is get Andrew out of the cage and we'll save him.
1. Tucker has chosen Pteranodon.
What the shit? Ah, damn it.
Anyone who's ever tried to play a pterosaur in Primal Carnage can relate.
That's a pussy dinosaur!
There's a latch here.
Cool, give me a second. This thing's got shit for hands.
Tucker wins for his team and is rewarded with an extra life. The third stage is the Raptor Maze, and damn, look at that glow up. In the previous movie they had only one dark corridor. Now they can fully embrace the VR game aesthetic with neon lights, raptors with freaking laser beams attached to their head, and their absolutely insane looking level 100 boss raptor.
The Alpha Raptor is kind of like the king.
Aren't regular raptors enough?
It was a cool idea when I thought of it.
Speaking of insane looking, they are now topping the martial arts fight from the first movie with a samurai sword fight. What more could you possibly want? Instead of escaping the maze, they now have to capture the flag, which allows them to highlight another dinosaur power-up, a Compsognathus. And the model even has feathers. Meanwhile, the nerdy girl of the group uses her raptor power-up to distract the NPC raptors. Her name is Echo, by the way. We have a raptor named Echo in this movie. I love that we're getting an actual variety of different playable dinosaurs. It would have been so easy to just make everyone in the arena a T-Rex or everyone in the maze a raptor, but Bellgardt has put in actual thought into which dinosaur would be useful for which gameplay objective. Another character dies, but Tucker refuses to use his one extra life.
I'm saving it for you.
Already a meme and already trending #1. Hashtag, I'm saving it for you. Now, if you head on over to our online store, you can get the I'm Saving It For You limited edition gear.
Out of context, this looks like a slogan against premarital sex. We never get to see the final stage because Adrian takes the group to the core of the game so they can destroy it, which is broadcasted to the entire world. Now, I gotta admit, it took me several rewrites before I understood it. But this digital Adrian is not the same as this digital Adrian. The one who is constantly aura farming is a remnant that just wants to destroy the game to end its cruelties. The one who forced these playtesters to participate in the games and who is broadcasting it as the new season is an avatar for the game's AI, which has been trained so much on algorithms that it sees a threat to its literal existence just as another opportunity to maximize engagement and ratings.
A race to destroy the games will have more viewers than our usual outcome. Therefore, I am powerless to stop it.
The audience wants to see the contestants reach the end.
Even if it destroys you.
Even if.
That's probably the most realistic comment on AI I have seen in a movie from the 2020s. Ultimately, the AI does allow Joy to intervene and stop our protagonists, so we get a balls to the wall final showdown. Joy as an evil T-Rex with a red skull mask, with a giant cannon, versus Tucker as a T-Rex and one of the developers in a mech suit. I kinda wish the mech suit was dinosaur themed in some way. It looks very out of place next to the T-Rexes. Tucker's son and Echo get fatally injured by some not very convincingly animated rubble, and we get 2 fake out deaths for the price of 1. As first, Echo dies, but Andrew revives her with Tucker's extra life. And then Andrew dies, but is later revealed to have been kept alive by the game.
It wanted to keep him alive.
Dad, come on, let's go.
Probably because the audience wanted to keep him alive.
As Echo sends them back to the real world, Tucker destroys the game with a virus he got from the hacker who put him into the game.
I'm the man who wrote the first AI for the show. That's why I created the asteroid. Its purpose is not just death and destruction. It's also a new beginning.
Hello, Joy. Would you like me to execute the file newera.exe?
Wait, the movie ends with a sequel bait? And I'm actually kinda curious where they go next? You know what? Yeah, this movie's awesome. I loved it more than the first Jurassic Games. Most of it is probably just hype moments and aura, but for which other low-budget dinosaur movies can you even say that? If you are already facing the uphill battle of being perceived as a cheap mockbuster, at least have fun with the concept. And this one takes full advantage of controlling dinosaurs in a VR game. I swear, I recommend this movie. I am aware that my review is inadvertently biased when the director personally sent me a screener and a fee. Much thanks again to Ryan Bellgardt for doing this. But if you like what you see, you can rent this movie on Amazon. And by the time this video comes out, there should also be a DVD and Blu-ray available. We gotta see what he cooks up for the next sequel. And Ryan, put a Spinosaurus in the next one. That one's popular again. Thank you very much.